Hey guys, Mikey B here. Welcome back to the channel. I haven't done a video in a while. I've been very busy. Sorry guys. And yeah, I've been adding a lot of things to the application to make it a little bit better, a little bit easier to use, and a lot of good stuff like that. So just a quick video today to show you some of the highlights of what was changed. So if we look at the application, you can see up here at the top, we have a betting unit and a chip unit now. So what this enables you to do is, let's say you want to bet 20 cents instead of 10 cents. So your betting unit is 20 cents, but you need to let the application know that the chip unit you're betting with is 10 cents. So it knows the proper click sequence to bet the amount for you automatically. And I've updated the auto better tool to also now track where the undo button is on the screen, as well as the 2x. The undo is handy because under here you now have a clear bets option under the tools, so that's nice. That will hit the undo really fast, like the same number of bets times the number of clicks. That would equal your bets plus 10 extra, just to be sure. Rebet will do the clear and then rebet again. So if you accidentally moved your mouse while it was making the bets, that would make it put the bets in the wrong place. So you're able to easily rebet, which will clear the bets on there and reposition the bets. I've had that happen to me a couple of times by mistake, so I added the option in for that. The settings screen looks the same. I did add, let me pull up the settings screen here and let me set this so that you can see it. So let's go to here. Whoops, wrong one. So let's get it to come up here and show the settings. I'm not sure why it's not letting me, why it's not changing that. Let's see, come on, there we go. Now we got the settings. Let me move this over a little bit. All right, so the settings, and I gotta thank Roulette Grinder for this. He was testing the app for me with the news betting, and it wasn't working for him. And we did a screen share together, and then it finally hit me when I was looking at the code. I was like, "Do you happen to have two screens, and one of the screens is a different size?" And he's like, "Yeah, the one screen is a different size." And I realized that the way it was calculating the position was based on the main screen size, not the screen that was running the app, which was a different size. So I had to put some code in there. So now I'm running one widescreen monitor, so I don't get the option here. But if you're running more than one monitor, there would be an option under here that says, "Hey, I detected more than one monitor. Tell me which monitor has the roulette app on it that you're going to be running." And then when it does the calculations for the screen size and all that good stuff, it'll know the right locations. Under the play strategies, I added one more. So we used to have original hot streets, hot 7 streets, which were the top 7, the hot 4 plus the 3 cold. I added another one that I've had a little bit of luck with. A couple of times I tried it. It plays the 4 hottest streets plus the 3 next most recent streets. So if the 4 hottest streets contain 2 streets that have come out recently, then those will be excluded from the 3 recent, and it'll pick 3 recents that aren't in the hot 4. So this kind of lets you play things that have come up recently but are still not hot yet. Like I said, had some luck with it, had some unluck with it, some not, bad luck with it. I was testing it one time and I was just playing around. I wasn't actually betting, but I was like, all right, let me start with $500, as if I would have started with $500, and play $1 increments and try to get $25 goal for that session. The first time for the session, it worked, and I got like $41 in the first session really quick. The next time, I said, okay, let's do it again. We'll go for session 2 or bet progression cycle 2, and it went as if I was playing. It went negative $1,500. So that means it was almost $2,000 on my bankroll would have been. But in the end, I forget how many spins it was. It might have been 120 or 130 spins. It did actually regain everything back plus the $25 I was looking for. I think it actually, because of the way the betting sequence wasn't as far up in the progression it was at, I think I netted out $171 that betting progression cycle. So it did rebound, but you needed a $2,000 bankroll bet going for $1. So I guess if you were betting having $200 bankroll, you could have done the 10 cents and you would have won your $2.50 you were going for. But yeah, a lot of betting for a low profit. That's why for me, and again, it's just my preference, the original Hot Streets to me is the best betting strategy in my opinion. Others may disagree, and that's fine. That's why I've added this betting strategy in, and it did work. Like I said, you just needed a large bankroll to go all the way with it, but it is what it is. But that's it for the new stuff in the app. Let me cancel all that and there we go. The app is back up. Let's move this back over. Whoop. There we go. So yeah, let's see how we can do with the app today. So let's go in here and let's get things rolling. Balance is a little low. I unfortunately lost my balance at one point when I was testing the auto bet and switching between profiles, switching between different wheels, and I actually had a bug in there, and it unfortunately wiped me out $171 because it was all wrong on it. It was just a bug in the way it loaded. I don't need to go into the details. It was just a bug and a costly bug. It was like a $171 mistake. But oh well, what had happened was because of the locations were off, it was picking the $25 and then the numbers, and it wasn't picking streets. It was actually picking like numbers and corners and stuff like that. And I didn't catch it quick enough to undo it. And then I was like, crap. I just lost all my money. So that wasn't fun. But it did spark ingenuity, and it did spark features, because that's when I put the undo in. And so it would quickly undo all your bets. You'd be like, oh crap, I got to undo. And it'll do it for you. And yeah. So I'm also... I haven't done it yet, and I need to, but I want to put it in so that when you say that your betting unit is 10 cents, that in the configuration tool, it will also know where all of the chips are, so that before each bet, it will click the chip first and then make the bets. Because sometimes I will forget to change the chip from $5 over to 10 cents, like you just saw me do right now, and I've accidentally bet the $5, and I was like, oh crap, I didn't want to do that. So yeah, but anyway, so there's been a lot of nice enhancements, and you're benefiting from my mistakes and just seeing how things could happen for the end user. Like I say, the application, I wouldn't say it's perfect. I mean, it works pretty well. It's a nice, it gets the job done. And then what I found with Roulette Grinder, when I was trying to test it with him, things did not work well that first time. And then I finally figured out, oh yeah, this is what the problem is. So once I did that, I'm having him test the latest version out pretty soon. So it's looking pretty good. It's looking real good. right, let's get this last one in, and then we are going to bet the next one. Oops. Okay. So 36. And then we're going to bet the next one. Oh, I guess I better put in my starting balance. And we put in the... Now, it defaults the chip unit to your betting unit automatically, so you don't have to worry about that. All right, so let's see, 36. And let's bet. There we go. So you see, pretty easy. All the other features are still working. Yeah, let's see if we could just make, 50 units in about 15 minutes or so, or 20 minutes. It's been the average that I've gotten when I've been testing. Usually it's been about 20 minutes, and I will get the 50 units I'm looking for. Though it has gone more. The one time I tested last night, it was about 50 spins before I got my 50 units. One other thing I found that was I stopped, when one of the times I was testing, I stopped betting at the 6th progression, which saved me so much. Basically, that time it went 18 spins before it actually hit the number. So I saved myself a ton of money by stopping at progression 6. And I think that that's the right play, to be honest, so that you don't find yourself too far down. Yeah. It's like if you find yourself that far down, like at 6 progressions, that's, I think, a total at 10 cents. I think it's a total of $10. And it's like you can recover that pretty easily. If you can average 5 or 50 units a session and you're down 100 units, then you can regain those 100 units in 2 sessions. So it's like stop. And then what I did was I stopped and waited for one of the streets that are hot to hit, and then I jumped back in, and then I regained everything I lost back plus some. So I'm thinking to be conservative, excuse me, and not as aggressive. Stop at 6, wait for it to hit, then jump back in. All right, so we're going to break even on this betting cycle, but that's okay. Like I say, even is good. So we're back up to our original 32.73. Then we bet our 40 cents, so we're 32.33. We're at 24 spins in, 2 minutes 53 seconds. So, yeah, I think the app is just about ready for prime time and delivery. We can get to that 200 subscribers. We're gonna push 5 versions out to lucky winners. 5 lucky winners will be able to get the app. We get to 1,000, everybody gets the app. It's gonna be ready for anybody to download and play and use. So we just need to get to that 1,000 subscribers, guys. That's all we need. All right, we're switching over to the 4. See if we can't get a little bit of profit here this time. It's been a week, guys. It's been a week. It's been a busy week. A lot going on. But it's Friday, which is nice. End of the week. Oh, yeah, it's real nice. This session is not going that well. And I've seen sessions like this. And this is a session where you just walk away and say, all right, not every session can be a winner, you know? And it's what I've told you from day one, 2-3 weeks ago when we first started the channel. Not every session is going to be a winner. It's no crystal ball. It's not 100% guarantee. It's just a tool to help you make your bets, help you visualize what streets are hot, what streets are cold, what streets to stay away from. I mean, you can see that this 16 through 18 and the 23 through 27 haven't come up the entire time we've been sitting here. And just as I say that, here comes 16. But you know what? It's got to come up sometime. So you can maybe look at this and be like, oh, I'm going to start playing the cold streets, which you can. So, but yeah. So we knew that was teed up, that the minute I would say that the street is cold, it would come up. I was playing around one night testing again, and this street, one of the streets, I think it was 789. Yeah, it was 789. I noticed it was up around 64, 65 spins with no hits on these three. And I was like, oh man, it's got to hit, right? So I was like, let me bet. I was a little bit greedy, and I was like, oh, let me bet 50 cents. And I did. I first started by betting the 7-8 and the 9-8, making the 8 jackpot number. And I was like, okay, this is gonna work, right? And then it missed. And then I bet again. And then it missed. And then I bet again. And then it missed. And I kept going and going. And I busted out. I didn't have a lot of my bankroll in, because I think this happened right after I busted out with the mistake where I lost the 173 I had in here. And it didn't hit until 74 spins. So the street went 74 spins without hitting. So very, very crazy. It's a pure gamble. All right, so this is progression 6. And this is where we are going to stop after this bet. If we don't get a winner, we are calling it a day. Yeah, if we don't get a winner after this, we're going to call it. So yeah, we're down at 26.33. So at 26.33, that is a $6.40. Well, it says already here, running total of $6.40. So that'll be $6.40 down for this session. And I'm okay with that, because I know in any good session, I can make 50 plus units back. So this is 64 units down. So if I don't make it, I'll make it. I'm going to click the auto bet off, because, oh, but look at that. We got it. All right, just in time. Like I say, it seems like 6 is the sweet spot. If you don't make it within 6, then it's time to just back out and call it, and call it a session. A betting progression cycle, and then either A, come back in and bet once a street hits that was hot, or just call it a day, or call it an afternoon or whatever, and take a couple hour break and come back, because too many times do I see people chase the loss. And I've done it. I am going to admit I am guilty of that. I've done that a lot, especially while creating the app and testing the app. I would chase and go deep and lose. And it's like, I can't believe it's, this far into the progression without hitting. And then you're like, I can't believe it's going even more and then more. And it's like, no, it's got to hit. It's got to hit. And then it doesn't. And then you wind up losing your bankroll, or you wind up losing a big chunk of your bankroll. So bankroll management is key when you're going to gamble. It's like you bet what you go in with a goal, right? So go in with a realistic goal. Don't come in and be like, oh, I'm gonna win 500 units, betting 10 cents, I'm gonna get 500 units. That's a ridiculous goal. Setting a goal of 50 units is a more realistic goal. and then also set a stop loss. So my stop loss was $6.40. I was going to call it a day, and that's it. And I still will call it a day. If I ever hit the sixth progression, I'm going to stop betting. Now, I was up a little bit this session as a whole, so I won't be down the entire 64 units, and that's fine. But it's better to save your units, save your bankroll for a day where the wheel is on your side, the luck is on your side, and you're making profit. Right now we're making profit. Like, that was a good hit. That was on progression 3, so that was a good hit. 4, we're now up to 34, 33, so we're making profit, which is good. But like I say, if we were to hit that 6th progression, I'm gonna take a break. And there's nothing wrong with taking a break. There's nothing wrong with saying, you know what, this session was a loss, and I'm gonna come back and get it another time, because more times than not, you will get a winning session, in my opinion, betting this progression, betting this system, than you will losing ones. So if that happens, just take a break and then come back. But did you see that ball jump out of the 6? And it would have been a winner, but it jumped out. I tell you, that's funny. But anyway, yeah, so let's pick that. And all right, we're moving, and that moved. I mean, betting this way of just clicking here and watching it bet automatically is such an ease. You don't stress about time and clicking the right things and the right number and all that. So I think it makes it a lot more relaxing and fun to play, especially if you're playing for fun, right? You're not playing to break the bank. You're not playing to make a living off of it. And it's okay if you want to do that. Maybe you do want to make a living, and you can. If you have the proper bank management role, proper bankroll management. Boy, it's been a long week. But I just think it's a lot more relaxing betting this way, and not having to worry about putting number in, coming back, putting club bets in, and all that. And I know right now I only have streets as things to bet, but I'm going to be adding so many more things, because some people like to bet the dozens, or they like to bet the columns, or like to bet the even bets, the colors, or the odds and evens, or the low and high. So all of those are going to be incorporated with a play strategy and a betting strategy to go along with it. So you can pick your bet. Maybe it's the even bets, and on that you want to run a martingale betting out progression. But on the dozens or the columns, you want to run a Fibonacci. So you'll be able to pick and choose the way you play, and it will keep track, right? So for the dozens and for the odd and even, for any of those, on the setup screen, I'm going to set it so that you can tell it, wait for X number of misses before I start betting. So you won't even have to keep track of, how many times did that miss? It missed 5 times or 7 times or 9 times. So you're just clicking away at the numbers and, going on about your business. And then when it hits the requirement for your bet to be made, it will know automatically and bet it for you and keep track of the betting sequence, whether you won or whether you lost, and all those cool things. So, and what betting progression you're at. So there's a lot more to come in this app. So guys, please do subscribe, like, comment, hit that notification bell so that you guys know when a video comes out. so that you can check it out and see all the new features. Now, one thing is I am running into a lot of work on my day job, so there's going to be a little bit of sparseness between videos. So there probably won't be a video out until middle of next week. I got a birthday party for my dad this weekend. He's turning 84 that I'm going to attend. And family things and stuff like that this weekend, so I'm not going to have a lot of time. And then I got a lot of work things, commitments next week, so it may be a little bit before, it may be the middle of the week before I get another video out and be able to record something and make some new changes. But I don't think I've left the community, don't think I'm leaving you behind, or just done doing this. I'm not. It's just going to be a little bit sparse over the next few weeks. But I'm here and I'm enjoying creating the app. I'm enjoying making the changes in the app. I'm enjoying testing it, watching it work. Like right now, we had a little rough start, but we're actually not doing too bad. We're 37-13, so we are real close. We are 2 wins from getting our 50 plus units. And I really do like this side panel here that I put in where that you can see. I really like this side panel that's showing me, my wins, 1 progression, 2 progression, 3 progression, 4, and 6. So I can see all the times I've won, which is 7 times. And at what progression did I win at? So twice I won on the first one, once on the second, twice on the third, once on the fourth, and once we had to go to 6. And here we're getting another back-to-back win. That's 3 in a row I think we got? Yeah, 34, 36, 34. That's, when that happens, that is beautiful, and it happens a lot. You see that happen. You see the hot streaks stay hot and the hot streaks hit. That's what I've been saying for the last few weeks. It's, now, granted, I had a couple of snags where it was rough, and had I played the one day I tested, when I went out to 18 progressions before any of the hot streaks hit, I would have been wiped out. But again, a system is good, but also strategy betting the system is even better. So setting your stop loss on a system and saying, all right, not going to go past 64 units, and if I do, I'm going to stop and wait to come back in. We were so close. We were at 37.93. We were at it, weren't we? Son of a gun. I'm running my mouth, and I didn't realize that we were at our 50 units. We were actually 48 units right now. I think we can get it. Let's bet this. I think we can get it. So that was a 26. Yeah, if we win here, we'll be more than that. I'm hoping this isn't going to be the one that sets us back. But you know what? It's been fun. We've only been playing 17 minutes, 42 spins, so it's pretty good. So yeah, I enjoy this. It's like I said, I'm not going to disappear on you guys. All right, I got my 50 units. I'm happy. 50 plus. I'm going to hit the auto bet off in the app so it doesn't auto bet for me. I'm going to hit the 11 so it records the win. And then I'm going to hit the cash out. So I'm done. I'm going to hit the cash out here. And when I do, you can see down at the bottom, it said I played a total of 43 spins. That includes the 20 that I entered at the beginning. At one point, I'm going to adjust this and be like total spins observed 43, total spins played, 23. Because that's really how many we bet. So we bet 23 spins. And it looks like we got out a good time. 25 is not a winner. And so we played for 18 minutes, 26 seconds, and we won $5.60 or 56 units. So that's not bad. 56 units. right before I did this video, I got another 52 units. And I think so we got, what is that, 108 units on the day. So that's not bad. 108 units, 2 sessions, pretty good in my book. All right, guys, I appreciate you all watching. I can't wait to get this app into your all's hands. Like I said, it will be a little sparse on videos in the next couple of weeks just because of other commitments I have. But don't think I've left. Don't think I'm not around. I am going to be working in the background on the app, making some enhancements and things like that, so you guys will be really excited about it. And when we hit that 1,000 subscribers, everybody will get the app. All right, guys, have a great weekend. Enjoy. Bet with your head, not over it, and bet what you can afford to lose. And when you get a profit, get out. You're good to go. Great. Take care, guys. Again, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.